Yeah. Democracy is, first of all, founding fathers didn't come up with it. Greeks invented it. They just rode the wave. They were in the right place at the right time. Now they're on the right side of history, which is all anybody wants anymore, to be on the right side of history. What a foolish goal. You'll never know. You could be on the right side and then you're on the wrong side one day. You know who's on the right side of history? 500 years in this country. Christopher Columbus. From 1492 till 1992. You never heard a bad word about this guy. They named cities after him. Schools, streets, circles. Then one day, like 11 years ago, people started coming to me, you know what tomorrow is, right? Columbus Day. Like it was Manson's birthday. He went from the right side to the wrong side, and he was dead the whole time. He didn't do anything different. But the thing about our country, we try to atone for our sins of the past. So right now, some states are already changing the name of Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day. Everybody goes, that's great, what a great idea. That's how stupid everybody is. First of all, do you think Indigenous people want their national holiday to be on the day Columbus landed in America? This is when you know a country's on its way out. When even our holidays, we got to have drama questioning our holiday, because that means we're questioning ourselves, our identity. We still celebrate them, but there's always controversy. Celebrate Thanksgiving, but just focus on the family. You'll never see the picture you saw when I was a kid, with a long table with the pilgrims and the tribal chiefs breaking bread. Just a close-up on the turkey. Crop out the backstory. Still celebrate Christmas, but no Christ, no Mass, but just Christmas. I don't know how Valentine's Day slipped under the radar. Talk about the unequal power gender dynamics, trading chocolate and flowers for sex. That's okay. Cupid's arrow raises consent issues. It's like a mythological roofie. We still celebrate 4th of July. That's the one I would have gotten rid of, because the Declaration of Independence, that created expectation. We made promises there. We declared ourselves to be the good guy. What a rookie move. You never go full good guy. Then you have to live up to it. Russia played history perfectly. From day one, they go, we're the asshole. Then no matter what they do, they invade the Ukraine. You're like, that's messed up. They did say they were the asshole, though. And now, here it is, 243 years later, and we're running on fumes. America, we had such promise, you know? We lived up to some of the big promises we did live up to. The big one, when I was a kid, they said, the reason the United States is so great, anybody can grow up and become president of the United States. Hey, they said anybody. They weren't kidding on that one. But just because Trump spends all day on Twitter inflicting his severe psychological damage on all of us, doesn't mean you don't do the same thing. Because Trump is more than just a person and less than just a person, ironic. He's an idea. And he's the hill the people he speaks to have chosen to die on, and they're not all Nazis. Because if you're crouching as a plumber under a rusty sink after the age of 40 with bad knees, a 3 Bavarian cream habit a day, and a 12-year-old truck, you don't like being told to acknowledge your privilege. And everybody's telling you to do that, except Trump. Because it's easy to be charitable when it's not your job on the line, right? I mean, right now, you know and I know, somewhere out there, south of the border, there's a Mexican George Clooney, better looking than George Clooney, a better actor, more charismatic, and he would do George Clooney movies for 1/20th the salary that George does it for. And if he ever makes his way up north, George Clooney might be chanting, build that wall, build that wall. Because some people hear Trump, they probably hear the Founding Fathers. Hey, you never heard the Founding Fathers talk. What if they sounded like Trump? We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, And actually, it's getting pretty perfect. It's actually pretty fantastic. They don't want to report it. It's pretty great. James Madison, very bright guy. James Madison. Little Jimmy, I call him Little Jimmy Madison. It's a joke. Take a joke. He can't take a joke. He doesn't take a joke. Alexander Hamilton, Crazy Al, I call him Crazy Al. He wants to start a bank. He wants to start a national bank. I don't know. Maybe we will. We'll see. We'll see. Because the mistake is you looking at him like he's a candidate that was elected to political office. He was, instead of what he was, a middle finger. Because look at Christians, intelligent people say to me, how could Christians have voted for Trump? Here's the left strategy to Christians the past 50 years. Hey, you superstitious idiots, are you going to vote for us? I don't know why that doesn't work. Trump was probably the least Christian person that's walked the face of the earth in a couple of centuries, but he brings them in, gives the speeches like it's a corporate event to him. You know, he doesn't really know, but he's like, you Christian people are some of the most fantastic, tremendous people. Your faith is actually a wonderful thing. I love your faith. I love it. The Bible is a great read, by the way. What a great book. I read it at Mar-a-Lago. I never read it before. I read it. Fantastic. Could not put it down. Read it at Mar-a-Lago. It's a beach read. It's a great beach read. You got Joseph and Mary. They're trying to get in. They're trying to get in. She's pregnant, about to have the baby. They can't get in. They can't get in. I don't know why. Nobody lets them in the inn. No room at the inn. I've owned hotels. Sometimes you don't want people in for different reasons, but, you know, they finally do get in. They have the baby, grows up to become a tremendous success, and a lot of things happen. Some good, some not so good. Treated very unfairly, by the way. Very unfairly. Jesus, it's actually a disgrace the way Jesus was treated. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, but even the people who love Trump, I think we all know how this is going to end. Because you think the term, it's obviously not going to be the traditional waving goodbye on the White House lawn, jump in the chopper. Even he doesn't think it'll end that way, right? It's probably last seen in Scarface, I would think. You know, it can be no other.